And the 76ers showing off their style as they...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Hill is out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now here's Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Outside Collins. 5 to shoot. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Milton the pass to Harris. Kicks it to Green. The pass to Hill. Milton with it. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here is Hunter. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
You got to admire the awareness Bogdanovich possesses. I mean, solid at realizing when the D has left someone open.
Here's Milton. There's the killer two-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here's Capella. Back to Young. Up again. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Down low. Puts it up from 12. Tries from 16. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Here's Young. And the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is Hill. Pass to Harris. All sorts of time. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
And there's Hunter on the assist from Bogdanovich.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep rhythm.
Hill passes to Embiid. Now Milton. Back to Embiid. Great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
now. No, we don't do that.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it in that play like that.
Young with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Good work there as it goes. Young's got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Embiid, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Hawks leading by 6, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Young's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Curry dishes to Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
And Dwight Howard, you know, not the same 35-minute-a-game player he once was, but I tell you what, when he's on the floor, he can still be every bit as effective.
Yeah, Howard can bully teams that go small against him. I mean, he provides a big body to deal with other strong centers. I mean, he also gives the team some great flexibility with how they match up.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for Bogan Bogdanovic. And it's Williams in for Trae Young.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now Williams. Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid. Puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the 76ers. Curry is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Here's Williams. After Ben Simmons' bucket, Williams passes to Okongwu. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Simmons passes to Thibault. He kicks to Howard. 76ers moving the ball around. Thibault trying to get open. And the basket by Curry.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Williams passes to Herter. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right
there. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. Outside Curry. The 76ers need to get off a shot. No coverage that time. Korkmaz has got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Williams passes to Herter. Outside Williams. He lobs it up. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Simmons kicks to Thibault. Simmons passes to Thibault. Passes it to Korkmaz. Back to Thibault. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Hawks making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. For Atlanta, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
2 points. That one goes.
Just a terrific athlete, George Hill, showing the body control there to go chest to chest and finish.
Here's Dunn. Inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
And at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first. A plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Joel Embiid. And Hill has it in the corner. Embiid kicks to Green. Pass to Harris from 15 feet away. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Catch and drain. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great space.
Young drives in. Fernando, the pass to Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Hill deciding where to go with it. Kicks to Embiid. Harris outside. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
Young against Hill. Now, here is Young. He's tightly guarded. Here's Fernando. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and Joel Embiid, the mega-talented center. He'll get into it with the... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. And Simmons slams it in.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
Young passes to Capella. Collins dishes to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Embiid throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Young kicks to Hunter. Young passes to Hunter. To the paint. It's tipped. Green against Bogdanovich. Green dishes to Embiid. Count the basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Hawks trail by 8.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Here's Simmons after Clint Capella's bucket. Simmons passes to Embiid. Yes, that goes in. Embiid's got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Young looking it over. Now the pass to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That's his first foul. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Some changes for Philadelphia. To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Hill passes to Kerr. Okongwu with it. 6 points for him. Here's Herter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Hill finds Curry. It's back to Hill. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Poke loose. Fast break, Philadelphia. Now, here's Howard. Not a lot of room. Gets a hand on it. 1:02 left in the third. The Hawks trail by 4 to the inside. And he takes that one up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lou Williams has checked in for Kevin Herter. Simmons checked in for Philadelphia. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And you need an army to keep Howard away from the basket. He's so superb at snatching up offensive rebounds.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Fernando. Defended by Thibault. And it's blocked by Simmons.
But the reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. A 3 from Simmons, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, We've got Maxey. Harris is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Howard in at the center position.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Maxey after the basket by Atlanta. He dishes it to Howard. 6 to shoot. Maxey passes to Howard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for Dwight Howard. And here is Williams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Outside, Simmons. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Curry kicks to Simmons. Outside for Curry. Puts up a three. Kept alive.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now here's Williams. To the paint. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Simmons. Here's Curry. Here's Thybulle. Howard trying to free himself out. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 6.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Williams passes to Collins. Williams scanning the floor. Back to Collins. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists in the game.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Now here's Simmons. Passes it to Korkmaz. Outside, Simmons. Curry against Bogdanovich. And stolen by Okongwu. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. No good on that one.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Johnny Snell is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. There's Milton following the basket by Trae Young. Harris, right side. Dishes it to him. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. Now, this is why Embiid has the ball in these moments, because the team counts on him to step up.
Young fires away from outside and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Philadelphia, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Hill passes to Embiid. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Green finds Embiid. No one covered. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Hunter, the pass to Snell. There's the triple. Rebound by the 76ers. Hill. Here's Milton. There's the dish to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Green up on top. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket there.
And a deep three from Young. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Embiid against Bogdanovich. Embiid dishes to Green. Back to Simmons from outside the arc. Off on that one. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This win, such a tremendous... three with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game. And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Harris dishes to Harden. Outside Griffin. He feeds it to Harris. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipe. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Young finds Collins. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Now, here is Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan against Capella. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple in last season for Capella. Wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks. And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to Harden. Inside. Rebounded by Capella. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Now here's Williams, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Reddish kicks to Williams. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 3. In transition, here come the Nets. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Reddish. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. And yes, it's good.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Pass to Capella. Gallinari outside. Back to Capella. And there's the pass to Williams. Lob pass to Capella.
Over the course of his career, Lou Williams has really improved as a passer. That is nicely done.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Harris. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Bruno Fernando subbed in for Gallinari.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here's Williams. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Reddish. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Durant for three. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Irving.
Some of the best point guards are sneaky good rebounders. Kyrie doing work on the glass right there.
Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Shutting the floor for the Nets. They've got Green. He's out there with Jordan. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. Green with the ball. Okongwu covering. Good on the bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Williams. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Dinwiddie with the ball. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Hawks trailing.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
For Atlanta, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Okongwu's shot is good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Irving's got 7.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
Williams looking around. Kicks it out to Collins. Fades away. And he gets it to go. Collins has got his first points of the game.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Outside Irving. Takes it from 10. Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Brown. Then for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Lou Williams. Now Dunn, pass to Snell. Launches it. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers done showing great vision.
Outside Irving. Durant in the corner. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Durant. And the three off target. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Reddish. The pass to Fernando. Okongwu dishes to Reddish. It's rebounded by Durant.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Luwawu, the pass to Durant. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. KD's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, KD has such a beautiful-looking stroke. He's been doing that at an elite level for a long time.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fernando, the pass to Reddish. Passes to Fernando. Here's Dunn. Rebounded by the Nets.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into. And that's...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. No good from Luwawu. The Hawks trail by 7. Bogdanovich wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one. Yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's the lob to Harden, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And an offensive master at work. Harden has figured out every way to take advantage of a defense.
Young drives in, banked in off the glass. Young's got 6 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Durant wide open, he fires, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
And Durant launches from deep. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Young, and he makes that one. And that's 10 points for Trae Young.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Harden outside. He kicks it to KD. Back to Harden. This one for 3. That shot missing, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Bogdanovich.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving comes in for James Harden. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Alinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Irving passes to Jordan. Outside, KD. Lets it go from 11. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. Young against Dinwiddie. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving with a clean look. Off target from outside. The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
Out to the right wing. Here's Huerter. Hawks passing it around. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Durant.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Offline with his 3.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Irving. They get it again. Jordan from deep 3-point range. That doesn't go either for Durant.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Nets leading by 7. On the wing, Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's the break. Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella. With 4 seconds on the clock. And it's blocked by Jordan. Misses the shot. And so it's Brooklyn. Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we... The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the technical free throw is good.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Harden surveying the D. Outside for Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Snell, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fires the 3, and stolen by Harris. Feeds to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
To the wing on the left. Now, here's Reddish. Defense right on him. Back to Snell. And stolen by Irving. And here's Harris from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Kicks it to Snell. The three ball. The three-pointer is right on target. Snell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Irving passes to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Reddish with the ball. Harris is there. Pass to Fernando. Just 5 to shoot. Now the feed to O'Connor. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. The shot's good from Griffin.
And you can see how the team rallies around Griffin in these situations. And their faith is not misplaced. He plays with such heart.
And the pass to Snell. Pass to Fernando. Griffin with the steal. Irving looking over the floor. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Brown is checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks trail by 5 and stolen by Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. A 3 from Bogdanovich. They get it back. And Collins is right there.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
Brown outside. Pass to Claxton. Dishes to KD. Clock is at 3. Dinwiddie outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Young outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It falls!
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
To the left side wing. From deep, Collins. The kick out to Young. The 3. Right side, Bogdanovich. Collins wide open. He fires. Young from deep three-point range. Off the mark. So it's the Nets. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. A confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their way to the locker room. Now it's ended.
Hey, Kevin, wish this
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant on out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. George Hill out there with Shake Milton. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Now here's Durant. Drops it in from 11 feet. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. It'll be different tonight.
4 on the clock. Here's Embiid. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Brown missing.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
A nice shot by Irving.
You can't allow Irving that look. You just can't give him that. He's too talented a player.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harris has got the ball.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Right side Durant and Harris wide open. He shoots. Jordan the pass to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Over Harris.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Here's the lob for Harris. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by KD.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here is Harris. It's back to Hill. Embiid trying to break loose. No good on the 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not brushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
And that one's good, Irving.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The 76ers again can't hit it. And here are the Nets. It's been 10 unanswered points. Outside, KD. Passes it to Jordan. Out to Harris from downtown. The offensive rebound. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. Looking for the first basket of the game. Milton the pass to Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Here's Llewellyn. A shot by Harden, wide open from outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Right wing, 20 feet out. The shot's good.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the first. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
3 seconds separate. Oh, what a play! Woo!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Harden against Simmons. It's Harden with the drive.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean,
and so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nets?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Maxey out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Simmons in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Jordan can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Howard down with both hands.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Durant kicks to Brown. In the corner, Irving with it. Lets it go from 11. Uses the glass to drop it in. Irving's got 6 points.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
The pass to Curry. Feeds it to Simmons. Pass to Thybulle. And no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Jordan's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 4. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Simmons left side. Back to Thybulle. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Curry. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harris is checked in for Ben Simmons. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Maxey.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. Back to Harden. From past the arc. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Luwawu. Embiid with the steal. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Harden outside. Jumps up. And the jam by Harden.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden. Sprinting ahead of everybody. Putting himself in a great spot there.
Milton on top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And so he hits the technical free throw. 17 seconds left in the second quarter.
Just have to be more careful with Simmons.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in it. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good. It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. A smoldering performance. And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Irving with the steal. And oh, here comes...
Kyrie never backs off on the defensive end. Always scrapping and hustling.
Irving against Simmons. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Over Irving. Simmons can't get it to go.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Jordan kicks to Irving. Here's KD. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Now this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Here's Simmons, and Jordan sends it back. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And they pick up 2.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
The drive by Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 6.
Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
And there's a foul. Will go on Shake Milton. That's foul number 2 for him. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Howard can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 13. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. James Harden comes in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Curry's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Puts it up from 12. Again, the Nets for 2.
Boy, guys, once Harris gets a little room to shoot it, he is really sweet. Automatic.
Now, here's Maxey. Dinwiddie covering.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Puts up a 3. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Korkmaz. It's hauled in by Claxton. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Green missing. The 76ers trail by 17. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Dinwiddie. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
And here's Harden for 3. It's stolen by Hill. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick-and-roll situations.
Harden kicks to Irving. Pass to Harden. Now the dish to Durant. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. It's stolen by Milton. Irving against Embiid. Lots of room. And he hits the jump shot.
And Embiid is not shy now. Always going to shoot it when he has space.
Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. And stolen by Simmons. And even 3-on-3 break. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Here's Irving. It's stolen by Milton. And here's Embiid. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Knocked loose. Harris with it. Now Green defending, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. George Hill's checked in for Philadelphia. Nets leading by 13. Irving with the ball. To the middle. Durant, the pass to Green. Clock at 4. A three-pointer, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Irving kicks to Brown. Harris outside. Irving passes to KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And the Nets lead by 12.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
The feed now to Harris. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Brown. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Durant dishes to Jordan. Back to Durant. Kicks to Harris. Fires for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Here's Hill. Back to Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 7 points for the quarter.
Can't allow Embiid to hurt you like that. I mean, he's very gifted at finishing on the drive.
Irving looking over the floor. Outside, KD. It's good.
Look, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
To the paint and stolen by Jordan. And he commits the intentional foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Howard comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Ben Simmons in for George Hill. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. They grab their own miss, and a wide-open look for Irving. And the Nets miss again. The 76ers trail by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Brooklyn.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for KD.
Oh, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
Harden with it. Now Green defending. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Shoots it up. Let's go. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Nets lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home. Oh, man. And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
It's Harden with the drive, Curry with the steal, and so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. NBA action on two. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Young. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Embiid, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. There's the pass to Young. Embiid with the steal. Simmons inside. Defended by Young. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Hawks with possession here. Capella inside. Harris is there. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA, the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella is going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Young outside, wide open look. And he overshot that one, missing.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And Capella with the basket on the assist from Young.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now, here is Young. And it's blocked by Simmons. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Milton the pass to Embiid, and the basket is good.
And hit on the way up. Embiid's strong physically, but also mentally able to keep his focus.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton. Atlanta also making some changes here. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here's Huerter. Here's Reddish. Young in the corner. Pass to Huerter. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And his first shot of the game, no good. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Now here is Harris after the miss from Cam Reddish. And the dunk by Embiid.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And stolen by Simmons. The finish. Wow, hammering it in.
And anytime he comes up with a steal, Simmons has the speed to turn it into a quick, fast break. And if he can take it all the way himself, he'll do it.
A nice shot by Young. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 1. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Philadelphia shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Tipped away. Inside. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Tobias Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Young. Banked in off the glass.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Collins against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Now here's Simmons. After the miss from Trae Young. Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Korkmaz passes to Curry. To the inside. Scott, good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Snell, and that one is hammered home.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. 76ers on top. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Seth Curry. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Howard. And it's Hill in at the point guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. 3 on the clock. Korkmaz unloads from 13. No good on the shot. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Howard. Right side, Williams. Inside. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Hawks. The 76ers lead. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Hill finds Howard. Over Okongwu. A nice shot by Howard. Howard's got his first bucket in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Williams. A shot missing. Great D that time from Howard. Philadelphia leading by 4. Outside for Curry. Okongwu grabs the board. And for the Hawks, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hill passes to Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Feibel. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks trail by 4. Floats it up for Williams. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the 76ers with some changes. Danny Green, he's checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for George Hill. And then for Atlanta, Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Feibel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Feibel's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably vouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
When you're defending Gallo, you have to be careful because he is exceptional at drawing the defense into him when he's shooting.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Collins is checked in. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense. And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Milton off target with his 3. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 10-point game. He gets that one. Young's got 6.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. Passes it to Harris. Back to Simmons. Collins with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's Embiid, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They're in better shape now than they were. And
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the center position.
Now, when Young does this on the offensive glass, he can pile up big nights in the scoring column.
The drive by Simmons. Bogdanovich against Green, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Simmons with it. He has 7. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
A nice shot by Young.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
And here is Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. Milton in the corner. Back to Simmons. And he hammers that one down right in the face of DeAndre Hunter.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down right there. And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Now Simmons, he's got 11. Embiid is at the elbow. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Embiid's got 10 points in the game. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
The 76ers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Bogdanovich.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
The 76ers leading by 6. Simmons passes to Green. Back to Simmons. Over Collins. Again, Philadelphia.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Kicks it out to Collins for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Collins has got his second bucket.
How about that? Getting better and better from distance. John Collins with a nice shot there.
Harris outside. Back to Simmons. On the wing, Green. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Rebound collected by Snell. The Hawks trail by 5. And stolen by Simmons. Embiid against Capella. That one goes. Count it. For Atlanta, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Down low, it's deflected. It's stolen by Capella. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Reddish. Young's got 8 points in the quarter.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
And he's able to get it back. Now here's Simmons. 13 points in the game. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Collins.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Korkmaz in for Danny Green. Gallinari with the steal. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Williams.
I like to see Lou Williams hustle like this, looking determined to get past everybody and be ahead of the pack.
And Simmons kicks to Hill. And the 76ers get it back. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 7.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Gallinari. The kick out to Williams. No good with the triple. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Hawks trail by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Here's Hunter. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
And the coaching staff loving the fact that Hunter is getting after it with the hustle. Good effort on both ends.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. 5 on the clock. Hill drives in.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Herter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Hill. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. And he converts the layup. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Yeah, smart play there. George Hill good at figuring out ways in the paint to score the basketball.
First free throw is good. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Hill. Maxey passes to Harris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
Williams, and he banks in the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Harris passes to Maxey. Here's Embiid out to Harris. He dishes it to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Harris passes to Embiid. Harris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And it's Gallinari missing, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Simmons checked in for Maxey. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. John Collins comes in for Reddish. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. Now, here's Milton. He's covered by Bogdanovic. The drive by Green, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
They count on Harris to get their offense going. He delivers.
Kicks it out to Collins. That bucket in no time at all. And that's now 7 points for John Collins.
Collins not the first option, but wow, stepping up.
Simmons against Bogdanovic. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Milton with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The Hawks trail by 8 off the inbound. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Milton finds Embiid. Harris right side. Milton on top. Harris right side. Can't hit that one. And Atlanta will come the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Hunter's checked in for Okongwu. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Hawks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Collins. Rejected by Harris. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Capella against Embiid. And here's Simmons for 3. Offensive rebound.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Capella, high post. Back to Young, over Green, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
So Philadelphia wins it. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a gorgeous nighttime. And we've got Tuck.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. On out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Griffin in at the four-man position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. Stolen by Collins. Here's Young. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Griffin. Harden kicks to Griffin. Harden against Young. Pulls up on the wing. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
We play just over a minute here in the first. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one's good. Hunter.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Here is Harden. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Passes to Harris. Here's the 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Here's Collins. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Harden with it, and Young picks him up defensively. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden outside. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 5.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
On the wing, Harden. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Jordan with the bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. I like this approach. It's where DeAndre's at his best.
Here's Young. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young inside, guarded by Harden.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
For 3, Harris. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. To the paint. Griffin with the steal. Jordan the pass to Harden. From deep. That shot off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Brown with it, guarded by Hunter. Harden the pass to Harris. Three-pointer. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Shots good from Young. Young's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Harden scanning the floor. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Brooklyn leading by 3. Takes the 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 9 feet out. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. They get it back. And that one's good. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
Great hustle by KD, staying competitive after the miss.
Williams kicks to Reddish. Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And there's the pass to Irving. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
This is what makes Kyrie so dangerous. He is so proficient from distance.
Well, many question the selection of Reddish in the draft. Pundits thought he had red flags. But, Greg, he developed nicely over his first season in the league.
You know, Reddish caught up to the speed of the NBA, found his shot, and started to play with confidence. Sometimes it takes a little time for young guys to adjust. A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And Durant launches from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Reddish kicks to Williams. Knocked away. Gallinari outside. Williams can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The Hawks trail by 6. And here is Okongwu. The layup missed.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Reddish the pass to Gallinari. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Here's Williams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Huerter. 1:31 left now here in the second. Here's Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
Young dishes to Capella, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
They kick it out to Green. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Young.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Green, the pass to Harden. Green breaking loose, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Green.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Young drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 10.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Brown feeling it out a bit from outside the arc, and James Harden with the 3. He's got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Harden against Young. Outside Williams. Over Brown. Williams can't get it to go.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And so it's Brooklyn holding up. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 13 points, 2 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovich out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Count that bucket. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. The Hawks trail by 9. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
The Hawks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Plenty of space. Count it.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Nets leading by 7. Harden outside, beyond the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Brown finds Harden. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Young fires away from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Harden right side. He dishes it to Brown. Harden has a wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Young passes to Collins. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Harris outside. Latrey. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Young, no good. Nets leading by 7. And the wide open shot from Griffin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 1:06 left in the 3rd. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Capella. Blake Griffin pulls it in. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Brown kicks to Harden. 29 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. And again, it's the Nets missing. Collins in the post. Griffin on him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Irving. The 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Tremendous form on the jump shot. One of the reasons Kyrie's so consistent with it.
From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris, also Green out there, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. Irving surveying the floor. It's not going to go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Picked off in midair. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trail by 10. Hawks passing it around. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Okongwu's now gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Dinwiddie wide open. And the Nets miss again. Gallinari wide open. No good on the 3.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Really left alone that time.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Here's Herter. And it goes down 2 points. Herter's got his first 2 points.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Irving finds Dinwiddie. On the wing, Irving.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
That's a 2 from Snell. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Snell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Outside Irving. No good from outside.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Step back on that one and let it fly.
Kevin's biggest selling point, the ability to shoot the ball from the perimeter.
Outside Irving. There's the triple. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks trail by 6. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Snell, that's good.
Tony Snell coming through in the clutch. Beautiful.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for Jordan. Here's Harden. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Three-pointer, Snell. Offensive rebound. Capella, the pass to Snell. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Harden outside. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Reddish. Feeds to Capella. Three-pointer, Snell with the tip. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
And here's Harden for 3. Harden missing again.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump. And it's not going well.
It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
It's Harden with the drive. Count!
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Capella kicks to Reddish. Pass to Snell to tie it up. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Green taking his time here. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
For the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Tony Snell. And the Nets also making a change. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Young way outside. Here's Capella. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now here's Brown. From the arc. He can't hit that time. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll have... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Milton in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. Now here's Simmons. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. He dishes it to Harris. Harden surveying the D. Brown kicks to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. It's deflected. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Brown outside. It's tipped. Back to Harden. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Now here's Simmons. Here's Milton. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Now here's Embiid. Shoots over Brown. The 76ers again can't hit it. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Griffin. Makes it off the glass. And that'll tie this game up.
He's crazy mobile in the open floor. When Griffith runs with purpose, he's capable of capitalizing in transition.
Simmons against Griffin. And Simmons kicks to Green. Milton with it. Griffin's there. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And this is a testament to the concentration Embiid possesses. I mean, he's able to finish despite getting bodied up.
Harris with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Harden draws the double. And Harris wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Simmons with it. Tries from 10. And the shot goes in. Simmons got his second bucket tonight. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Milton. It's Harden with the drive. And Embiid with the block.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back. The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Simmons finds Embiid. Now Milton. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Harden. Green with the block.
Oh, look. Blocking shots is one of Green's sneaky attributes. His exceptional sense of time.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And finished off by Brown.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Now here's Simmons. He has 6. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Can't let Embiid get comfortable inside. When he's this close, he's adept at burning the defense.
Simmons against Harden. No one near him. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And here is Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Poked away. Now here's Milton. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Irving. Green is out there with Durant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Curry passes to Howard. The kick out to Hill. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Curry gets the bucket.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Nets trail by 4. Now Irving. And the rejection by Curry. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Howard finds Harris. Tries again. Howard, the pass to Harris. And another shot. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
You better respect the floating jumper of Irving. He's remarkable at timing and measuring up these type of difficult shots.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Korkmaz. Passes it to Howard. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Howard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hill, he's checked in for Simmons. Nets trail by 4. Outside Irving. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Irving's got his second basket of the night. Hill looking around. Pass to Howard. Puts the move on. Brooklyn with the rebound.
It's a very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Durant. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. KD's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Can't allow that kind of positioning, especially for a guy like Durant. So effective with his length inside.
Hill against Dinwiddie. Howard kicks to Korkmaz. Out to Harris. 4 on the shot clock. The 76ers with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A nice shot by KD.
You must know that Durant is looking to score off the pass. He has such a quick trigger.
Hill against Durant. And stolen by Irving. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And it's Hill penetrating, and it's blocked by Jordan. One-on-one fast break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Here's Simmons. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Green in the post. Defended by Thibault. Over Thibault. Tips it up, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Green kicks to Simmons. 5 to shoot. Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 8 points.
Wow. Taking whatever he sees in the pick and roll. Simmons, you got to respect how short he is.
Harden outside. Great look, but off the mark.
The defense.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much danger. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Green. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Back to Brown. Milton grabs the board. The 76ers trail by 6. The pass to Simmons. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Green passes to Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Right side Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
Simmons against Harden, and it's blocked by Simmons. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Milton the pass to Embiid. Green left side. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 4-point Nets lead.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Harden outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 8 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Simmons dishes to Embiid, and the shot is good. He has 6.
You got to keep your eye on Embiid, especially from these in-between areas. I mean, he's effective at scoring.
It's Brown with the drive. Jordan finds Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. And he commits the intentional foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. .122 left to play in the third. Hill kicks to Curry. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Nets leading by 6. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the inside. It's stolen by Curry. Here we go, one-on-one. Howard with it. He's picked up by Irving.
And when you hit Howard, you better hit him hard, and you gotta really body him. He's good at brushing off the contact while driving.
KD on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Back to Curry. Kicks it to Howard. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He's off on the second.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
Irving can't get it to go. Here's Embiid. Second shot opportunity. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in a shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5. Irving looking for an opening. Five on the clock. Harris passes to Griffin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Griffin's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets. And so he'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 6-point game. And the layup falls.
just a terrific athlete, George Hill, showing the body control there to go chest to chest and finish.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Irving dishes to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. In the corner, it's Griffin. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And it's good. 2 points. And the Nets lead by 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Green, and it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Curry's checked in for Hill, and it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation.
Kicks it out to Harden. Curry with some nice D. 76ers trailing. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's good. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you know they're going to go to Irving in these spots. He's tremendous at scoring when his team needs a bucket.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Harris. Embiid's shot is good.
This is why Embiid has the ball in these moments, because the team counts on him to step up.
Outside Irving. Feeds it to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Just 3 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harden, no good. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Simmons passes to Korkmaz. Back to Simmons. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
What I love about the big man is his fearlessness. I mean, Embiid, he's a leader who feels comfortable taking big shots.
Shoots from 12. The kick out to Irving. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Simmons with it. Curry on the wing. It's hauled in by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. looking to end his cold spell, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Curry is inside, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll be back. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. And now we've got the intentional foul. Timeout called, the Nets. So for the Nets, Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Green, and Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Then for the 76ers, Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle, and it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3.
That's a play that only superstars make. I mean, Durant comes up with the swipe on one end and gets the finish on the other.
The drive by Simmons. 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. Here's Irving. Goes back up. Jordan kicks to Irving. Durant against Harris. Over Harris. Drains the 19-footer. And the Nets lead by 4.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Curry dishes to Embiid. Simmons finds Curry. They get the rebound. And Embiid is right there.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Embiid against Durant. Shoots over Embiid. That one a little long. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
Becoming more and more of a leader. Simmons has no fear in taking shots on big possessions.
Harden against Green. It's Harden with the drive. Good D by Embiid. And that's an intentional foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. And then for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Back to Simmons. And they go to the intentional foul. He sinks the clutch free throw.
When his career, Simmons is an elite player. He's 6'10", guard, pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Griffin. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Oh, look at him!
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience. Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Simmons on the wing. Milton kicks to Green. Back to Milton. Simmons passes to Green. And it's off from three-point range. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the jam by Harden.
Harden defines the word clutch, and this is clutch city. The number of ways in which he scores in these moments, just incredible.
Up top, Simmons. He's covered by Irving. And here is Simmons. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
Curry outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.